We go tonight. Like 20.
Hey, come on, come on. Shift.
On first down, gone. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Shell.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Yeah, we're close.
He's coming. We got double up. Check safety.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. On first down, here's Breida. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Louis.
Check that.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for gone. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Watch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd and 9. Murray. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. But he's got it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Mike 56, Mike 56. No, check.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch twins.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go.
So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Gone. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
120. Hey, kill.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Coming this way, here we go.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
We go tonight. Like 20.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Kill, kill, kill.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Super.
Sponge. Sponge. No, no, no.
Like 20. Turbo set.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Stop your whining.
Turbo set.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Come on. 13. Check 13.
Check 50. Check 50.
Check 37. Check 30.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one. Just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
54. Here we go, D. Whip out. Whip. Watch the whip. Shift.
Murray now on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 21 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, D. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Lucky. Kill.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they give this time to the tailback. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And an alley to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We got this.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Murray flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, it's gone. This pass complete to Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
More now.
There's gone. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch
Shell.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
From the gun, here's Gone. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
I got motion. Yeah, check. Hey,
We're good.
Mike 40. I got you.
On 2nd and 10, Gone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ric Flair.
Throwing again is gone. And for For the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
You go tight. You got tight.
Going to give this time to the tailback. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 1, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hayward. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Here we go. Hey. Hurry.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Watch twist.
From just shy of midfield, Murray, rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's right.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check out. Set up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Ready. 50 flat. Mike's 59.
We own them.
To the roll. West.
Under crunch.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check the backer, check the backer.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run through on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Set. 15 running, 15 running. Line 54.
And watch them.
Cover. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Kirk now, the return man. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cards will take. First and 10. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, check.
Check three. Check three. 2-8-2. Showing eight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Joker.
Now a handoff looking right. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the pass. Mike's 5-4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Switch. Right stone. Travel. Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the ball is knocked out. And this is going to be 49er football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a give coming right is Breida. And some room to roam now. There he goes right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. This is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm sure the messages that come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden, you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
From the gun, Murray. And Eifert has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Check 43. Check 15. Spell.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Come on, set. 54 Mike. Oh, yeah. Get him on. West. Here we go again.
Check.
Switch.
Right back to him on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. 54.
Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Shit. He's crashing. He's checking. Delta.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Niners take over the first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We go tonight.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Breida. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Here's Goff. Open man is Higgins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack on first down, Goff. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It leads to second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back. Obama. Hey, Delta.
Goff throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. To the air again. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it